half-dialed 911 call, an abandoned car, and a teenage girl who vanished just steps from her own front door. For 15 years, no one could solve the mystery, but when the truth finally surfaced, it revealed that Jessica Dishon's killer wasn't a stranger lurking in the shadows, but someone her family trusted with their lives.
Subscribe to Crime Whispers.
Jessica Dishon grew up in the peaceful town of Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Born on May 2, 1982, Jessica was bright, kind-hearted, and loved by everyone who knew her. She helped raise her two younger brothers, while her parents worked hard on the family farm. Jessica's teenage years were filled with dreams: saving money for her first car, getting great grades, planning for college, and even experiencing young love for the first time. But her ordinary life would soon turn into a living nightmare. September 10, 1999, a day Jessica's family would never forget. That morning, Jessica was supposed to drive herself to school after her brothers caught the bus. But by noon, when Jessica's mother returned home, panic set in. Jessica's red Pontiac was strangely parked in front of their house. The driver's door was slightly open. Jessica's purse, books, keys, and most alarmingly her cell phone showing 911 dialed were abandoned inside. She desperately tried to call 911, but never finished. Jessica was gone. Terrified, Jessica's family called the police, but instead of immediate action, they faced disbelief. The sheriff coldly suggested Jessica simply ran away. Critical evidence was carelessly ignored or contaminated, including fingerprints and potential DNA clues. Jessica's devastated parents quickly realized the police weren't coming to help; they had to search alone. Suspicion quickly turned toward David Brooks, a neighbor who behaved strangely after Jessica vanished. Brooks would slowly drive past Jessica's grieving family, a haunting smirk on his face. Then, Jessica's brother heard cries for help nearby. Racing toward the sound, they found Brooks suspiciously burning clothes on his property, but Brooks fiercely refused any searches. Police eventually brought cadaver dogs who found black gloves reeking of decomposition, but still, they failed to act decisively. After 17 agonizing days, a woman discovered Jessica's remains in a secluded wooded area. Jessica had been brutally tortured, assaulted, and strangled. Most devastating of all, she'd been alive for 3 terrifying days after disappearing. Jessica could have been saved, but police delays sealed her tragic fate. Years passed with no progress. David Brooks faced suspicion, but no charges. Jessica's family, feeling betrayed, fought tirelessly for justice. It wasn't until 2012, when Detective Lynn Hunt reopened the cold case, that shocking negligence became clear. Misplaced evidence, ignored tips, and incomplete interrogations littered the case file. Then, Detective Hunt uncovered a buried prison tip from 2002 claiming Jessica's uncle, Stanley Dishon, had confessed to murder. Following this lead, Detective Hunt confirmed details no one else knew. Stanley Dishon, Jessica's own uncle, had abused her for years. When Jessica threatened to expose him, Stanley kidnapped her from her driveway, held her captive, and ultimately killed her. Jessica's parents couldn't believe it. The trusted family member who'd helped search for Jessica had betrayed them in the worst imaginable way. Stanley initially denied everything, but under intense questioning, his story unraveled. He'd kidnapped Jessica, held her captive for days, brutally assaulted her, and then strangled her to silence her forever. He admitted he mutilated her body, hoping to mislead authorities. Finally, after 15 years, Jessica's killer had confessed. Despite the horrific confession, prosecutors worried the earlier mishandling of evidence weakened the case. To ensure some form of justice, Stanley was offered a plea deal, a 20-year sentence with parole possible after just 15. Jessica's parents were heartbroken, feeling betrayed yet again by the justice system. Stanley Dishon could one day walk free. Though justice was partially delivered, lingering questions haunted Jessica's family. Could neighbor David Brooks have unknowingly aided Stanley? Were authorities so focused on Brooks they let Stanley slip by unnoticed? David Brooks passed away in 2021, leaving unanswered questions that may never be resolved. Jessica's family transformed their pain into action, founding the Jessica Dishon Foundation to support abuse survivors. Her untouched bedroom remains a heartbreaking memorial, a constant reminder of a bright young life lost. Jessica Dishon's case is a painful reminder of how betrayal can lurk behind familiar faces and how critical it is for law enforcement to act swiftly when tragedy strikes. Jessica's family may never fully heal, forever haunted by the knowledge that her life could have been saved if the authorities had only listened sooner. Do you think Jessica's killer got off too easily? Could Jessica's life have been saved if authorities acted differently? We want to hear your thoughts. Share your feelings in the comments below, and if this story touched you, please subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next heartbreaking true crime story.